Ever noticed how on some days every move feels sharp, calculated, almost effortless, while on others your brain feels stuck in a fog and you blunder pieces you'd never normally touch? Today we're exploring the fascinating link between psychology and performance, how emotions, stress, and even your energy level can subtly influence your choices on the board. Welcome to Chess and Beyond. In this episode, we'll uncover how mood swings can lead to tactical brilliance or disastrous oversights, and the simple strategies you can use to keep your mind steady, no matter the emotional weather. Before we dive in, share in the comments. Do you think your mood changes how you play chess? Or is it all just about skill and preparation? I'd love to hear your experience. Chess isn't played in a vacuum. It's played by humans, and humans carry emotions into every game. Your mood can shift your playing style without you even realizing it. Feeling confident? You might take bold, aggressive lines, looking for sharp tactics and decisive attacks. That day you are feeling anxious or distracted, you might play passively, avoid risks, and miss chances to seize the initiative. Sports psychology research shows that heightened emotions, whether positive or negative, can cloud decision-making, leading to impulsive moves or overcautious play. And in chess, where one miscalculation can flip a winning position into a loss, that emotional influence can be the silent factor tipping the scales. Mood isn't just an abstract feeling. It actively changes how your brain processes information at the board. Studies in cognitive psychology show that when we're in a positive mood, we tend to think more creatively. We spot unconventional tactics and explore wider possibilities. That's great for finding bold sacrifices or unexpected resources. But the flip side is just as real. When we're frustrated, tired, or anxious, our brains narrow their focus. We become risk-averse and tunnel-visioned. We're more likely to miss simple moves or fall into traps. Even physical states tie into mood. Lack of sleep, hunger, or too much caffeine can mimic the effects of a bad day. They can tilt your decisions before you've even touched a piece. Think about those games where a player blunders right after missing a win. The frustration from that single moment can snowball. We've seen grandmasters overpress in drawn positions, not because the board demanded it, but because they were chasing redemption. On the other side, calm players often survive worse positions. They stay composed, defend accurately, and wait for their opponent's mistake. Magnus Carlsen is famous for this. Even in equal or slightly worse positions, he keeps pressing, partly because he stays emotionally balanced when others lose patience. Mood control doesn't guarantee victory, but it keeps you in the game long enough for opportunities to appear. Sometimes mood isn't just a background detail. It becomes the real opponent. Take the 1972 World Championship match between Boris Spassky and Bobby Fischer. Game 1 went Spassky's way, but the atmosphere around the match was far from normal. Fischer's late arrivals, strange demands, and refusal to play with cameras created a tense, unpredictable environment. Spassky later admitted, "My nerves were shredded, and when your nerves have all gone, it's like being in a car when the electrics have failed." As the match wore on, that mental fatigue chipped away at his precision. Even when positions were balanced, the weight of stress and frustration tipped the scales. It wasn't just about the moves anymore. It was about holding your composure in a psychological storm. And in that battle, Fischer adapted faster. And that's the thing. Even at the highest level, where calculation is razor sharp, your emotional state can quietly shape the game's outcome. If mood swings can tilt a world championship, imagine what they can do in a weekend blitz session. The key isn't to never feel emotion. It's to know how it's steering your decisions. Whether you're frustrated after a blunder or overconfident after a big win, every move is a negotiation between your skill and your state of mind. So, the next time you sit down at the board, ask yourself, not just, what's my next move, but where's my head right now? That might be the real game you need to win. But what about you? Have you ever felt your mood completely change the way you played? Share your story in the comments. It might even inspire a future episode here on To Chess and Beyond.